Welcome back to Campfire Tales, where the fire sputters low and the night spins stories that grip your soul. I'm your host, drawing you close to the campfire to unravel tales that echo from beyond the grave. Tonight, we delve into the spectral tale of the Phantom's Call, a ghost story woven in a voice that summons the living to dance with the dead. What calls from a moonlit graveyard? Let's face the terror together. Settle in, but don't answer the call. In Chicago's Archer Avenue, where streetlights flickered near Resurrection Cemetery, Daniel, a cab driver in his late 30s, cruised through the night, his radio humming old jazz. Born and raised in the city's south side, he'd grown up hearing ghost stories from his uncle, a retired cabbie who swore he'd once seen Resurrection Mary, a spectral woman haunting the cemetery since the 1930s, her voice calling names to lure drivers into a deadly dance. Daniel, skeptical but nostalgic for his uncle's tales, had taken to driving the Archer Avenue route on slow nights, half hoping to glimpse the legend. One chilly October evening, as he passed the cemetery's iron gates, the air grew heavy with frost and the faint scent of old roses, his uncle's warnings echoing in his mind. As midnight struck, a soft voice whispered, "Daniel," from the back seat, its tone sweet yet chilling, like a song from a forgotten ballroom. His heart jolted, but he glanced back, seeing nothing, yet curiosity and a flicker of childhood wonder kept him driving toward the gates. The voice grew, melodic like a waltz, the air chilling as if the night held its breath. Daniel's radio cut to static, the whisper repeating, "Dance with me." Streetlights dimmed, shadows swaying like ghostly figures. He pulled over, his hands trembling, the voice now clear. "Daniel, come." A pale woman appeared, Mary, in a white dress, her eyes hollow, beckoning. He stepped out, drawn to her, the air thick with despair. She took his hand, her touch icy, and they danced, the graveyard gates creaking open. The waltz swelled, Mary's voice singing, "Stay," her grip tightening, pain prickling his chest. Daniel's steps faltered, the ground softening beneath him, as if the earth pulled him down. Her voice whispered, "Forever," and the gates slammed shut, his screams fading. The road fell silent, save for a faint hum. Morning drivers found only his cab, doors open, a single rose on the seat, outside Resurrection Cemetery, its gates still whispering Mary's call. That's the spectral tale of the Phantom's Call, rooted in American folklore. Born in tales of vanishing hitchhikers who summon the living to dance, it warns of graveyards that bind the curious to their ghosts. In Guatemalan folklore, a chilling tale haunts the villages. El Sombrerón lure tells of Maria, a young weaver in her 20s from a rural Guatemalan town, known for her long, flowing hair that caught the eye of many. She'd heard tales from her grandmother about El Sombrerón, a small man in a big black hat who rode a mule and played a silver guitar, luring women with beautiful hair to his side with his enchanting voice and music, haunting them with braids and sleepless nights until they wasted away. Maria, proud of her heritage but dismissing the stories as old wives' tales, walked home from the market one evening, her hair swaying in the breeze, the air thick with jasmine and earth. As twilight fell, a soft guitar melody floated from the shadows, and a voice sang, "Maria, dance with me," its tone sweet yet sinister, her name woven into the tune. Her heart fluttered, but she quickened her pace, the melody following, pulling at her like an invisible thread. The song grew, its notes wrapping around her, the air chilling as if the night breathed. Maria's basket felt heavier, the voice singing, "Maria, stay with me." The path dimmed, shadows swaying to the rhythm. She glanced back, her hands trembling, the voice now clear. "Maria, my sweet, come to me." A small figure appeared, El Sombrerón in his black hat, strumming his silver guitar, his eyes gleaming, beckoning. She dropped her basket, drawn to him, the air thick with despair. He took her hand, his touch icy, and they danced, the guitar's melody swelling. Something in Maria stirred, her grandmother's warnings coming back to her in a rush. Maria let out a scream, pulling herself from El Sombrerón's embrace. She fled down the darkened streets. Maria made it home, slamming the door, but the melody clung, echoing in her ears. That night, she tossed in bed, unable to sleep, the voice humming relentlessly, "Maria, you are mine." By morning, her breakfast tasted of dirt, inedible. The days blurred, the guitar's strum returning each dusk, louder in a symphony only Maria could hear, El Sombrerón voice whispering, "Maria, you are mine, forever." She woke one night to find her hair tightly braided, pain prickling her scalp, the braids unyielding to her trembling fingers as if tied by invisible hands. Maria's appetite vanished, her strength ebbing as sleepless nights stretched into endless torment. She grew pale, her long beautiful hair dulling, the village whispering of El Sombrerón curse. But Maria, hollow-eyed and weak, could only hear his song, her heart heavy with an ache she couldn't name. Weeks passed, her body wasting, the guitar's melody now a constant drone in her mind. One night as the voice sang, Maria took her last breath, her heart unable to continue beating in her weakened body. The village fell silent, mourning Maria, as El Sombrerón claimed her soul. The night still echoes his melody, seeking the next woman to haunt. Why do these tales endure? It's the dread of voices that call, binding you to a phantom's longing. From Chicago's cemeteries to Guatemalan villages, spectral calls trap the unwary. Next time you hear a whisper in the dark, don't answer. That's all for tonight's Campfire Tales. If these stories made you fear ghostly voices, share them in the comments, or tell us an eerie tale from your hometown. Next time, we'll unravel the ominous tale of the Black Dog, a legend that'll make you dread the shadows. Until then, keep the fire burning and avoid phantom calls.